Hello, welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic, and this might be a new record for time between appearances as a constructor on Cracking the Cryptic. I will leave it to Vebi, who is a brilliant maintainer of our spreadsheet, or the catalogue of our puzzles, to decide if this is true. But I reckon that Aris Martinian last appeared as a constructor nearly 3 years ago when, looking back, I had a look at the video. It was a very old format for our videos. It had me accidentally leaving a card up over the screen for the first 2 minutes, very embarrassingly. It said that Aris had only just started doing variant Sudoku and had sent us a puzzle. So Aris is about 3 years into his journey, and we are similarly going to try another of his puzzles today, which is called Mystery Fives. It's a very good idea. Looking forward to giving it a go, and the first link on the puzzle will enable you to play this. The point about the fives is that for a certain number of fives in the puzzle, given in the central cell, those fives act as 10 in killer cages, which is a really weird rule, but I'm looking forward to giving it a go anyway. You can also check out all of the things around the channel, like our Patreon channel, which we urge you to join, our apps, which we beg you to buy, our merchandise, which we laugh if you get yourself some of, and anyway, we love any form of engagement with the channel, even when they're comments telling us what bad solvers we are. We're very grateful for your presence with us on our Sudoku journey. Yes, in fact, the last video gives us a bit of a timeline because it came not long after we began doing 2 videos a day. So it is about 3 years ago. And anyway, well done to Aris for appearing again after a long gap. And we're looking forward to trying the puzzle. Now, the rules are these. You can obviously check the links under the video for all of those things I mentioned, as well as Sven's Sudoku Pad. But the first link is to this puzzle, where normal Sudoku rules apply. We'll be putting 1 to 9 in every row, every column, and every 3x3 box. Digits do not repeat in killer cages. Some of the fives in this puzzle are mystery fives. A killer cage that contains a mystery 5 counts such a 5 as if it were a 10. So those 5s that are acting as mystery 5s are like doublers. The number of mystery 5s in this puzzle is indicated by the centermost digit of the puzzle. That's there. I'm going to colour that yellow. In addition, every instance of the digit 5 is contained within a killer cage. Now that's really interesting. A killer cage that contains a mystery 5. Now I'm confused. No, okay, I'm not confused. That's interesting. Okay, so all of the 5s in this puzzle are in cages, and some of them count as double. Now, if I said earlier that any time a 5 appears in a cage, it counts as 10, that's not necessarily true, because it's only a killer cage that contains a mystery 5 that counts it as if it were 10. So we're going to have to work out not only, of course, how many 5s are mystery 5s, but where they are. And it won't be nil because it's a Sudoku digit worth number of them. Okay, that's really interesting. Don't know how this is going to play out at all. Very hard to judge. Give it a try. I mean, you can look at the video length to gauge that. I'm going to restart my clock and say, let's get cracking. Try and work out how to. Right. There's a lot. Yeah, okay. The numbers. Okay. These 3 cages containing 8 cells, their numbers, their sums add up to 49. And I don't know if you're aware of a fascinating secret about Sudoku, but I'm prepared on this occasion to share it with you. Every row, column, and box in a regular Sudoku adds up to the same number. That number is 45. So don't tell everyone, but it's important. It's important here because if those cells didn't contain a mystery 5, how could they possibly add up to 49? You'd have to add some value here, and you'd have well over 50 for this box. In fact, yeah, so now I've determined there is a mystery 5 in those cells. Let's colour them orange. There is a mystery somewhere here. Ah, the mystery 5 is not in the 10 cage. It's not in the 15 cage either. That's rather nice, because if the mystery 5 was in the 15 cage, it would count as 10, and then you'd have to put another 5 in it. If it was in the 10 cage, the other digit would have to be 0. We're not allowed zeros. That's not been permitted by the rules. So the mystery 5 is in the 24 cage here. And now we know that the digits in the 24 cage add up to 19. They include the mystery 5, which is worth 10 in the 24 count. But for the adding up of cells in the box, it's only worth 5 to get to the 45 total. I mean, the other way you could look at this is a cage with a mystery 5 in it adds up to 50. Anyway, either way you cut it, this number is going to be a 1. So 19, which is the real value of the digits there, plus 15, 34, plus 10, 44, we need a 1 to make up the 45 total. Now, I think a lot of this puzzle could be about limiting where mystery 5s can be. So we've just discovered they can never be in 2-cell 10 or 15 cages. Oh, I'll tell you what. They can never be, obviously they're not in those cells which have non-5 digits in. Can't be there. That's a 15 cage. We were told every instance of 5 is contained within a killer cage. So all the non-killer cage cells, I don't see why not. I can green those out. They do not contain a mystery digit. Now, we don't know how many mystery digits there are. It's not as if we're going to put one in every row, column and box. Actually, here's another 15 cage that I don't think can contain a mystery 5. If it did, the 5 would be worth 10, and the other 3 cells, which have to be different from each other, would all have to be different. They will make it add up to at least 16. So the 4-cell 15 cages can't contain a mystery 5 either. And now we're really limiting... Oh, look, there's a 25 cage. Well, that definitely contains a mystery 5. I hadn't seen that because... Yeah, because 3 cells can only be 9, 8, 7. So in fact, in this cage, there is a mystery 5 somewhere and 2 other cells that add up to 15. Okay. The trouble is we don't know where the 5 appears, or we would get a lot more carry forward. Now, if those were genuine, they add up to 27, plus those is 41. These 2 digits would have to add up to 4. Right, a moment ago I was on the verge of pencil marking this cage. I'm doing it now because it's got a mystery 5 in it and 2 digits that add up to 15. Now the reason I'm doing it is because I think I have worked out that these can't be genuine cages. 27 plus 14 is 41. These would have to add up to 4, and how can they do that with a 5, 6, 7, 8 or 9 here? So somewhere within this area there is a mystery 5. And therefore this is not a mystery 5 because it's in the same box. You can't have 2 5s in the same box. That's a genuine digit and not a 5. Now we've got a mystery 5 in one of those 2, and none of these cells can contain a mystery 5. This is very interesting. Now, actually, what do these 2 now add up to? Because if it was 4, if these were genuine, surely it's 9 if they're not. So, yeah, these add up to a value of 41. Take out the extra 5 from the mystery 5, and they add up to Sudoku digits worth 36. Take that from 45. These 2 add up to 9. That is not a 9. This is 1, 2 or 3, and that pair adds up to 9. Now, there can be a mystery 5 in a 14 cage. It could be a mystery 5 and a regular 4. Oh, this box, it's the same as that box, isn't it? They added up to 49. These add up to 48. So there is a mystery 5 here. So I'll count. Oh, this is really interesting, actually. We've got another mystery 5 here somewhere. It's not in the 8 cage. because it would break its value. I don't see how I know whether it's in the 26 or the 14 cage yet. But now I'm getting quite excited because there is a mystery 5 here. There's definitely one here. That's 2. There's one in this box and there's one in this box. We're up to at least 4 mystery 5s. But I think I can only pencil mark 4 or 5 in this cell, which was meant to be yellow. Can it be a mystery 5? No. In fact, you can't have a mystery 5 in an 8 cage because it would break the value. This is 4 or 5. The other cells in the 8 cage are 1, 2 or 1, 3. And we've only got a maximum 1 more mystery 5 to get. So if we can nail that down... Oh, I must know what this is worth. 2648 minus the extra value of the mystery 5 is 43. That is a 2. Now we can do the same thing. I hadn't noticed all this symmetry. I'm sorry. Sorry, Aris. They add up to a value of 17. These to a value of 22. That's 39. Right, this pair adds up to 6 or 11 if there is another mystery 5 somewhere here. That's not so helpful. 2 is already in the 19 cage. It can't go in the 22 cage, even with a mystery digit. Oh, so 2 must be in one of these cells. But they can add up to 6 or 11. So it's either 2, 4 or 2, 9 in those cells. This is a very, very strange puzzle in many ways. Oh, this is a genuine 6, 7, 8, 9 set. That is a genuine pair that add up to 15. They can't have the given 9 in. So that's an 8, 7 pair. This now can't be a 7, 8 pair. This now can't be a 6, 9 pair. This cage is genuine. It doesn't have a 1 in it, therefore it doesn't have a 9 or an 8 or a 7. That is a 4, 6 pair. Here are my 3rd and 4th definite digits in this grid. That can't be a 6. These two add up to 9, so that can't be a 3. 6 by Sudoku goes here. 6 is not a mystery digit. We've got 15 in this cage. Could there be a mystery 5 there? Yes, plus 2 digits adding to 5. There's definitely a 1 in one of those cells, so there's a 1 in one of these. There can be a 1 in here. These are from 2, 3, 4 and 5. We can't have 4 there. Now, these could be 5s if they're non-mystery 5s. We do, yeah, this cage is 2, 3, 5, 9, including a mystery 5. And I don't think I'm much more informed about where that is than I was before. We've got 1, 2, 3, 5 to place up here. Remembering that 5 could be a mystery digit in one of those cells. In fact, that looks reasonably likely. Now, if that is a doubled 5, then this is a genuine cell. That's a 986 triple. This would have to be a 4th. In fact, there can't be a mystery 5 in a 7 cage. Right, so if that's a doubled 5, this is 986. That's 4, 3. Then we've got 1, 2, 7 to put in the rest of the box. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't know. It feels like that's close to a deduction. I can't quite tease it out. This is not a 2, 6. That's either 1, 7 or 3, 5. Ooh, has that ruled anything out of here? No. I was going to say these 14s have different constituents, and that's true. They can't all be the same the same 2 digits, or that would have to be the same as one of those two. But there are now, in this puzzle, there are 3 ways of making up a 14 cage. 9, 5, 8, 6, and mystery 5, 4. So it's not quite as helpful as I'd have liked. Okay, let's try and think of something else to move us forward. This is tricky, actually. What about if that's a mystery 5? Then this has to be a 6-8 pair. Oh, I don't know what that means. We've made good progress here. I don't want to give this away. I don't want to get stuck now. This 22 cage, right. If that is genuine, it's got a 9 in it. In that case, this has to be a 2-4 pair. Then there is a mystery 5 in this box, because I think that's how it... Is that right? No. There's a 2-4 pair if there's not a mystery 5 in the box. I don't know that that helps me. If there is... Okay, how would you keep... If that was 2-9, then there is a mystery 5 in the box. And actually now it has to go in this cage, which can't have a 9 in. So how would this be made up? With the mystery 5 and 2 other digits adding to 12, which couldn't be 5, 7 or 9, 3. They would be 8, 4. So either there's a 9 in those cells and a 4 here, or a 4 in those cells and a 9 here. That way, this cage cannot have a 4 or a 9 in. And does that help me know what it is? I don't know. It doesn't have a 4 or a 9 in, and it's already got its 1, 2. So a 19 cage has to have a 1 in it. There is a 1 in that cage. We're up to 3. 3 other cells that add to 16 and don't include a 1, 2 or 4. Well, they've got to have a 3 in. And we're up to 6. We need 2 more cells that add to 13. We cannot have a mystery 5, because then we'd need another 3. So there's no mystery 5 in this cage. And we need 2 cells that add to 13 that can't be 9, 4. That's really annoying. Well, no, maybe it's not, because we've got 2 cells to choose from 5, 6, 7 and 8. And I was going to say, whichever ones we choose to make 13 there, surely the other 2 go into this. They do. And I thought I could then add 9 to that 13 and I was good, but I can't. That's annoying, because if you put 6, 7 in here, which is feasible, quite likely, then you're putting 5 and 8 in here, but that still leaves 2 possibilities. This cage could be 5, 8, 9, all genuine, or mystery 5, 8, 4. And that is the crux of my problem there. That's really annoying. I've found that extremely difficult to work out, and totally unhelpful when I have worked it out. So I could wish I hadn't spent the time doing that, but there we go. I did. You get a live solve, and it involves me being horribly human. Right, let's go back to thinking about this being a 5, because that makes this... Oh no, the other way round would be to think about this being a mystery 5. Actually, that's quite an interesting way of looking at it. If this is a mystery 5, because I'd love to eliminate it, is why, by the way. If this was a mystery 5, well, then that has to be a mystery 5, That becomes a 5 because our count has gone up to 5. That's a mystery 5. What else with 5s? Not necessarily there. Don't know. Okay, what else? If this is a mystery 5, 10, these add up to 13. Are they 9, 4? Can they be 7, 6? Yeah, I think they can. Oh, hang on. That is a genuine 7 or 8 now. And there is a mystery 5 in here. This cage must be made up of 5, 7, 8. And that's a bit more interesting. I was thinking, because it bears on what these two can be. If that is a mystery 5, obviously that is. These add up to 13 without using a 5. No, I don't think it does help. Well, it doesn't help with that particular bit, but at least we've narrowed this down a bit. Oh, a bit stuck here. Right, if there isn't a mystery 5 in this cage, then these 3 add up to 15 genuinely. The most they can add up to is 8. So this is a 7 or 8, the second 7 or 8 in the cage, in the box, I mean. So if there isn't a mystery 5, that's 7 or 8. If there is 10, 19, 25, actually it could even be here though, with a 2, 3 pair above. I don't know. Now I'm starting to wonder if there has to be a 7 or 8 in this 15 cage. There clearly isn't a 9 or a 6 in it. That's interesting. If you tried to make this up from digits under 6, all 5 of them add up to 15 and you'd have to drop one out. You couldn't do it. So there must be a high digit in this. It can't be 9 or 6. So it is 7 or 8. There is a 7 or 8 in it. If it's a 7, no, if it's an 8, the other 3 digits are 1, 2, 4, and that would have to be, I don't know, that would be an 8-4 pair. That would be 1, that would be 2. If it's a 7 in this cage, then it's either 7, 1, 2, 5 or 7, 1, 3, 4. There's always a 1 in this cage, because the other 3 digits add up to 7 or 8. That is where the 1 goes. There we go. That's something. This corner digit can't be a 2. I've just realised by good old Sudoku. Now, there's a 7 or 8 in this cage, and here it goes with a low digit. That 1, is that doing anything else? Ooh, could the 26 cage have a 1 in it? Well, it couldn't have 3 genuine digits then. A 1, a double 5 is 11. How does that work? Then it would have to have another 15 in it. Yeah, it could. It's quite difficult for this to be a 1, but it's not impossible, and it's quite annoying. I've got more work to do here. Good grief. I've still got, I've got these 9 white cells left, a maximum of 1 of which could possibly be a mystery 5. Why isn't that 1 more helpful? There's a 7 or 8 in this cage. If there's an 8, that's an 8-4 pair. Then the only place to put a 4 in this... This can't be an 8-4 pair. Oh, it could. I was going to say, because you couldn't then put 4 or 8 into these cells, and where do 4 and 8 go in the box? Well, if it is an 8-4 pair, it's 4 there and 8 there. Because 8 can go here as well then, which is a crying shame. Although, if that was 4 and 8, then this couldn't be a 5-4 or an 8-6 pair. It would have to be a 9-5 pair of genuine digits. That would be 1-7. This would be 3-4-6-8. It all works. It all hangs together. So if that's not 4-8, then there's a 7 in them. Oh, I don't know. I'm so puzzled now. If there's a 7 and a 1 in this cage, 8, the other 2 add up to 7. It would either be a 4 in exactly that position for exactly the same reason, with a 7 there, or, well, and this could be a 7-2 or a 7-5 pair, and they could be in any order, and that is really frustrating, because it means that my pencil marking is just all over the place again. Oh, bother. Right, let's focus on this cage. Let's do this yet again. If that is a mystery 5, it would be great to know which of these is a mystery 5, because they have a lot. It has a lot of power over the rest of the puzzle, I think. If that's a mystery 5, this is a 9-8-6. That's 3-4. These are 1-2-7. Nine would have to go into the 14 cage. Oh, 9 in this column is either in the 14 cage or in the 15 cage. Now, if it's in the 15 cage, this is a 9-1-2-3 cage. That would be 9-1. That would be 2-3. The 9 would be here and couldn't go in the 23 cage, which would therefore need a mystery 5. That's quite interesting. 10. These would add up to 13 without using a 9 or a 5. That would be a 6-7 pair. This is getting interesting. If 9 in column 7 is in these cells, they're a 9-1 pair to allow that to be 2-3. I don't think that has any power. But 9-1 there makes this a mystery 5 plus 6 and 7. That's an 8. Wow, that's 3-4 and that's a 2. And this isn't going to work, because if that's a 2, that's a 1, and that has to be an 8. That is complicated. If this is the next step, Aris, it's vicious. But I am never afraid to use something vicious if I've found it. Yeah, it's because these two have to add up to 9. We remember that from earlier. Now, if 9 was in this 15 cage in the column, that's a 9-1 pair. That has to be. You can work that out. Then this can't be a 9-8-6 all green cage. So it needs a mystery 5 there. Now you can work out that this has to be a 6-7 pair here, because you can't use 5 or 9. And that is going to make this a 7. And you've put you're going to have to put a 3-4 pair here and a 2 here, which is going to make that a 1. And now that is 1 and 7, doesn't add to the required 9. Whew! That's bonkers, but it does work, and I am using it. That means 9 is not here. So in the column now, 9 is here. Now that can't go with a mystery 5, or indeed any 5 in this cage. So the mystery 5 is in this cage. Now 9 goes with 2 low digits, either a 4 there and a 1 in these cells, or a 2-3 pair. It's either 9-2-3-1-8, and then this is 4-5-6-7, or 9-1-4-2-7, and this is 3-5-6-8. Oh, please don't Don't let me believe that we can't get any further now. Surely this has done something, because that was a hugely complicated deduction, wasn't it? I mean, it was. We got 9 into one of those. 4, 6. I don't know. I thought that was going to tell us what was going on in the 15 cage, and I'm absolutely not sure it's done that. Now, if that was a mystery 5, we'd be getting mystery 5s in all these places. They'd be forced. That would be an ordinary 5 to count all the mystery 5s. Then the remaining 5s would be in there, in there, and somewhere up here. And they would be non-mystery, they'd be ordinary 5s. I don't know. I thought this was going to yield now. Bother. Right. Maybe I can still, with more information now, work on if this is a mystery 5. Then we've got 9, 8, 6 here. We've got 3, 4. This is a 1, 2, 7 set. I don't know. Oh, goodness gracious me. Wow, I don't know what's going on. I really don't. I'm sorry. This is proving very, very tough. Okay, need to think of something else. This is either 1, 7 or 3, 5. If it's 3, 5, this has to be a 1, 6 pair. Then there's that's impossible straight away. Right, if that was 3, 5, this 7 cage has to be 1, 6. And now we've used 5 and 6 in the row. And you can't make up this 14 cage. Although there are 3 ways of making it up, they all involve a 5 or a 6. So that's not 3, 5, that's 1, 7. This is now either 2, 5 or 3, 4. Has that done anything? Probably not. Well, there's, I was going to point out the X-wing on 1s, but we kind of knew that already. 3. There's an X-wing on 3s. 3 has to be in one of those cells, and it's in that cage. So one of these is a 3, and it can't be in the 14 cage because none of the makeups of a 14 cage let a 3 in. So that is definitely a 3. Now, with a bogus 5 in here, whoa. The mystery 5 in here, 10, 13. Then there must be a 4-9 pair that are genuine. And this would be a genuine 6-8. So if the mystery 5 is in there, we've got a 4-9 pair there. This is 6-8. Can this be 6-8? That's interesting. It makes that a 7. Then the highest these can be is 9-5 or 9-4. Actually, they could just be 5-4. That's so annoying if the mystery 5 is there. Okay, let's think about this cage for a bit, though, because maybe there are other things we can rule out. I don't know, maybe there aren't. If the mystery 5 is here, this is a 5-4 pair. Then we've got 3. We're going to have to put a 6 in the 22 cage. And then the other 2 digits that would add up to 22 must be a straight 9-7, because if you had the mystery 5, they'd require a 6. So that would be a 6-9-7 cage. You'd have, what was I starting with? 5-4 here. Well, even if this is 5-9, so if there's a 5 in this cage, whether genuine or not, then there's a 6 in this one. And then this is a fully genuine cage. Because 6 can't be in a mystery 5 cage. That's kind of interesting. So if there's a 5 in this cage, this is fully genuine and has a 6 in. This is now 1358 because it needs 2 digits to make up. Oh, could it be 1394? No, it couldn't. It is 1358. So if that is 5-4, oh, then 8 in the column has to be there. I still don't know how this cage would pan out. Gosh, this takes some thinking, doesn't it? Doesn't it just? Do I need to think more about this? I haven't really, because I couldn't rule 1 out of it. Okay, if there's a 1 in it, it's there. That's quite interesting. So if there's an 8 in it, oh well, actually we know there's not a 9 in those cells. If there was a 9 here, the 1 would have to be here. One of these would be a 2 or a 3. Okay, let's think about this being a 2-5. That's what I'm going to try next. If that's a 2-5 pair, this has to be 6-8. Then the minimum here, these are from 3, 4 and 9 in that case. 3-9 is just possible. I think. If that's 2-5, this is 6-8, 1-7. 3 has to be in this cage. This is either 3, 4, and they make 8. Or 3, 9, and they make 3. And I don't know the answer. I think this cage, there must be something I should have been able to rule out earlier. But I just don't know anything about the middle box apart from the 8 cage. I would like to know more. Wow, I'm really getting stuck here. I know that, and I'm apologetic about it, but there we are. Right, a mystery 5 there makes that a 5-3-2 triple. Then I think this becomes a 4-7-8 triple, although I'm not sure about that. No, I'm not sure about that. That was probably a false conclusion. Can this be a 3? And this is a 3 in the top row. Is that interesting? I don't know. It feels like it's almost interesting, but not quite. My goodness, this is very, very difficult. Please just bear with me while I try and figure this out. And if you've seen what gets me the next step already, then well done. Now, if that's a mystery 5, these add up to 13. And they can't be 5, 8. And I thought there was a reason, yeah, that would be 4, 3. So they'd have to be 6, 7. So if that's a mystery 5, we've got 6, 7, 3, 4, 8. 9 would have to be there. And this is a 1, 2. That becomes 9, 3. Okay, hang on, what's going on here? If that's a 5, a mystery 5, then this is a 6, 7 pair because that's 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 3, 4. That's an 8. That's 1, 2. And that's 9. And now we've got 3, 9 here and a 2 there. Wow, that doesn't work. Okay, that's interesting. Right, if that's a mystery 5, what's the simplest way of seeing this? Oh, excuse me a second, just get the doorbell. Right, sorry about that. Now, please let me not have forgotten the train of thought. I thought if this was going to be a 5, the mystery 5, that becomes 4, 3. This adds up to 13 is 6, 7. That's an 8. Now cling on to that. These are from 1, 2, 9, but can't be a 9. So they're 1, 2. So that's 9, 3, which adds up to 12. That's a 2. And now that's a 1, but the 8 here makes that a 7. It's the same thing all over again. Those add up to 8 instead of the required 9. So that is not a mystery. Maybe that was the conclusion I should have come to with the earlier difficult deduction, but it's virtually the same difficult deduction now. Anyway, that is not a mystery 5. This is a genuine 986 cage. We've got an 8 X-wing leading to 8 in column 7 being there. Sorry, column thing. Right. This is a 5, 7 pair. 5, 7, 3, 2. This can't be 6. It can't be 1. Why do I not think that can be 1? Because there's a 1, 7 pair there. That'll do. Now, 6, 8, 9. Is this not resolved? It really isn't. 8 there. These two had to add up to 9. So that's a 1. Now there is definitely a 1 down here and not here. This is either 9. This is definitely a 932 cage now. That's not a 4. Look at all these potential 2 3s here. What's going on there? Is it difficult to fit 6, 7, 8, 9 in? Nearly, not quite. And still, this is not known. That's so annoying. I thought when I got this far, like knowing that this cage is genuine, I would know which of these was the mystery 5, and I don't. But we might be a lot closer, or we might not at this point. It's very, very hard to say. 8, 2, 3, 9, 1. So this is a 4, 5, 6, 7 cage, and the 5 is a mystery number. So that is a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 sextuple. And the others in the column are 2 and 3, and they are definitely genuine digits. That's a 2, 3, 5 triple, so that's a 9, also a definitely genuine digit. Now, the mystery 5 is in one of those 2 cells, and they don't have a 5 in. The 5 in this box is in one of those 3 cells and is non-mysterious. Come on, keep thinking. Something may pop out of this. That is not 2 or 3 because this is, and the 7 cage needs that to be higher. 6, 8, 9, 1. If that's 2, 5, that's a 7. That's a 4. This is 1, 3 in that case. And the 3 would have to be here. So 3 is in one of those spots. Might be in the corner. Might not. Then 3 is in one of these. That's not very helpful, but it is true. 1 is definitely in this cage. That's such a small... Oh, well, it's not there by the bottom row because of that 1 7 pair. So that's become a 1. Now that becomes a 1. Well, at least I placed a couple of digits. Didn't do any more than that. Now this, oh, I was going to say it can't be a 3. That's not true. It can. It would just keep a 3 out of the cage again. Still, this is unsure. Two in this row. Can't be in a 14 cage, so it's either there or in this 15 cage, which could still have a 9 in at this point. Just beginning to wonder if we can rule 9 out of this, as that's too dangerous a job to attempt at this point. I think we could end up with everything blowing up if I tried to do that. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So the 4 and 5 are in those cells in the column and not in this cell. Mm. 4 in this column must be in one of those two. I want to... Oh, 9. I've got a 9 looking at that cell. That's what. So I've got 6, 7, 8 triple in the column. And that is from 2, 3, 4 or 5. So 7 is in one of those two. Now, can we rule... Yeah, 7 can't be here because of that 1 7 pair. I've got a 7 in an important place. And that was probably very easy Sudoku, but we've done it. That is the funky 5, the mystery 5. Now, 8, 7, 1, 6, 9, 8. This is from 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on. It's not 4, because 4 in the box is in one of those cells. And indeed, there's a 4 up there. 9, oh, come on. This is 4, 6, 8 or 9. Come on, what's going on in this cage? Oh, 5 there. This means this is genuine, and it doesn't have a 5 in. That is a 6, 8 pair. Now, 6 and 8 can't get into this cage now because of those positions. So it can still be 9, 1, 2, 3. We worked out it has to have a high digit. That high digit could be a 7 instead. And in that case, what would the cage makeup be? It would be 7, 1, and either... Right, it would be 7 here, 2, 5 down here, or 3, 4. Which would have to be in one of two specific orders. If it's 9, 1, 2, 3, what order is that in? I don't know. Oh, I can't do this. Oh, so close now. Surely to goodness. Aris, this is cruel. Cruel, cruel, cruel. Right, this digit is not 1, 7, 2, 3, 6 or 8. It's 4, 5 or 9. This can't be a 6, 8 cage. So it has a 5 in it. It's either 5, 4 or 5, 9. So there's no 5 in this cage. And this is a genuine cage. And therefore there is a 5 in this. There is a mystery digit in this box. And this is a 5-4 cage containing the mystery digit. That's a 5-4 pair in the bottom row. Let's steal that opportunity to make that a 9. This is now 2 or 3. I don't know which way around that 2-3 pair go, but that 9 does a 6-9 at the top. That 4-5 makes that 2 or 7. This is not a 4. 4, 5, 3, 6 is in this cage, and it's a genuine cage, therefore. 6 can't go with a fake 5, or it would need another 6. Now, once this whole box is genuine, we know that these two add up to 6, not 11. So there's no 9 in them. So that's 2 and 4. Now we get a 5 in the middle, and we know that the total count of funky 5s is 5. And the last one has to be in this box. That's so freaky. There is one up there in box 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Wow, this is brilliant. This really is brilliant. 6, 8, 9's a triple there. There's a 7 in one of these cells. Right, the funky 5 up here. 10, 19, 25 makes this a 2, 3, 5 triple, including the funky 5. And that means we get 7, 8, 4 there. This is a 6, 9 pair, which add up to 15. This is a 7. That fixes 1 and 7 in the corner. We still haven't had a 3 in the corner, but we have 2 possibilities. We might even get them both. 1, 7, 4, 6. That's not a 6, so that's a 6. 8, 9. This is 3 or 5. Same as that. This is happening now, isn't it? 1 and 2, so we get the 1 here. There it is. Let's get rid of the corner marks. These cells are 3, 5, and 8. There's no 2 here, so 3, 9, 2 are done. That 3 does almost all of these. Yes, it does all of these. We get a 5 in the corner. No 3 this time. Still got another chance. Now, this box, 7, 1, that can't be 7 or 8 anymore. Oh, it can't be, we're going to know what this is. It can't be a 2, because we wouldn't add up to enough. So that's a 5, an ordinary 5, a plain common or garden 5. That's an 8. This can't be 9 or 8 now. In fact, I've got a 6, 8, 9 triple in this row. Good old Sudoku doing its thing. Let's get rid of the corner marks there. 1, 4, 5, 9, 6, 8. This is a 2, 3, 7 triple going across here. That's not 2 or 3. That's a 4, 5 pair, so that's not 5. We need a funky 5 up here, so in it goes there. Oh, that was the funky 5, so they are defunkified into green. 4, 5 triple, oh, they are going to get resolved. That's become a 3. We're about to resolve them now. We don't get a 3 in the corner in this puzzle. We get a 2 here with a 5 there. This is 4. That's 5 and funky. This is 4 and vanilla. That is not. Look, 5, 5. Here's the last mystery 5. Let's give it its proper name and not be so slangy. Can't have a 5 there. Right. 6, 1, 5, 2, 9. That's not a 2. Oh, this cage, I can add it up. 12, 13, that's a 2. Lovely. 2 there. 3, 2. That's not a 2. This has become a 7. That's been available for the longest time possible. 3, 7, 6, 8. I can finish the middle column. 3, 4. 3, 7, 8 down here. Yes. 6, 4, 9 up here. Not sure. Now, there's no more adding up to do. It's just Sudoku at this point. 6 there says that's not a 6. It's a better finish off now. That's not a 7. That's not a 7. That's a 6. There we go. 4, 7, right. 8 in the last corner. That's an 8. 9 and 6, 9 and 8, 9 and 6, last triple, 6, 9, 4, and there we go. That is extraordinary. What a puzzle. That's really interesting. I'm so intrigued to know whether all this stuff, calculating basically what had to happen in this box and then working out the effect on those two cells, which I did twice at widely different locations in the video. I'm fascinated to know whether that was all necessary, but it was a tough puzzle, nearly an hour-long video, an absolute pleasure to film. Thank you to Aris. Thank you to you for watching. Hope to see you again soon on the channel. Bye for now.